Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and I'm just trying to get myself organised here. So I can see there's someone here. Say hello. I can see there's someone here. I'm just checking to see if my lighting is alright. It's not great. We're in Scotland, it's winter, midwinter, so we can only do what we can do. Hi Karen! So I've been playing for off and on today when I got a few minutes. I found these scraps of black card, and so I've made 6 into little wee 9.5 centimetre by 9.5 centimetre. Hi Donna, in you come. Thank you for coming to see. And hi Helen, everyone. Listen, you're in Scotland tonight. It's freezing cold. The fire's on. There's snacks on the table, so come in and get cosy. And I'm just playing tonight. It's not rocket science. I don't even know if there'll be a product that's worth having, but we're playing with Thousand Blossoms, which is from the new mini catalogue. I've chosen it because it's like you're stamping. It looks like a negative image, so it's solid stamping. That's the word I was going for. And so I wanted to do my hi Valerie. I know that was really kind. Getting a mention on Matusa Crafts with the boys, and unfortunately they came to a sudden end there, so I thought I'll just go and get started. I did mean to do this before then, but you know, well, life gets in the way. But anyway, I've been playing and then I thought, you know what, let's just go on and share. Yeah, I will get messy, Helen. That's me. Although you never know, it might be okay. So I've been playing with watercolour pencils and blending and just making a mess there, but it sort of made me think, let's do some colour on black but do it different on each one. So I don't know how many we'll get done. A couple of ideas just to let people see. So yeah, because it's nice to work on black and I like the solid black background. I mean, I know you can do Joseph's coat and what have you, but it's just different. Hey Linda, still not set up that WhatsApp thing. I'm nearly there. But you've made it, Linda. Hi Sherry, thanks for coming on over. Hi Cindy. Are you Cindy? Well, I'll maybe pop in with you in a little while. I did come in for a wee while into the Zoom yesterday, but I wasn't feeling too grand yesterday, so I just wasn't feeling it. But hey, I'm fine today, full of it. You said not a word, Linda. Right, okay. So anyway, I'm playing, so if you're happy to stay and watch someone play, then that's all good. So the first one I was going to do, you'll have seen a hint of it, is just wee black notelet, and let's just stamp with our craft white ink. And I knew I had it handy. I'm going to do a bit of craft white ink, make a little composition, keep it simple, and then continue that. Hi Kathy, and you come. If I haven't said hello to you, I do apologise, but come and pull up by the fire, get a heat. As they say, warm your bahookie by the fire. And let's get going. So I just want to make some little notelets. So I've taken from that set a little hello, this flower here, and these leaves. I mean, all the stamps in here are lovely, but I will play with them another day. I just want to keep it simple. You know what they say, keep it simple, stupid. That'll be me. So remember with your white, just make sure, I have just re-inked a brand new pad to do this, so let's just see. So I'm just going to put, in fact, you know what, I'm going to put this up here because do you know what will happen? If I don't, I'll probably put my hand in it. I'm just putting that in first. It's squint, but that's good, it's handmade. do look when you're doing it with white and make sure you've got a good coverage. See? And we'll just do similar to what I've done here, 3 flowers and some leaves. Do you know, the sort of picture you did when you were a wee girl in school. If I wasn't drawing a house, I was drawing a wee group of flowers. Don't know. Oh, do you know what? It can overlap. And then just, and it won't matter if they sort of overlap each other either, because flowers do, you know, grow under and over. And this craft white is a bit sticky. Now it will go back a bit, it will die back a bit. I don't really want to have that big black hole in the middle. Hey Valerie, hey Sylvia. Anyone else who I've not said hello to, just give me a wee kick. And I will. So we've got a wee group of flowers here and we'll just pop some leaves. I'm going to try and not have that stalk this time. So let's try and just ink it up without all of that stalk. See, and then learn some of these tricks from Artful Stamping. With Ruth. Right, so let's just... Oh, I've got the whole stalk on there, but never mind, it will die back and it won't look so bad. So let's just... Well, we could have the whole stalk on this one because we've got that gap there for it to go in. So there, that's... Now, because that is looking like it's just like floating there, I did play and find that if you take your white watercolour pencil, and I can just make that look longer that way. Of course I've gone squint, but you wouldn't really notice that. Now you can just leave it at that. That could be our first note lit. Obviously we're going to pop, you know, cut a piece of white and line it inside, but you don't need to watch me do that. So that can be card 1. Be careful with your fingers because look, already we've got a splodge. Oh hi Barry or Jay or both. It's a very much a playtime here. I'm sorry that your video ended suddenly. I think internet was playing up and you just froze. I went in and out and in and out and just couldn't get you back. So did you have to give up? Drives you crazy sometimes, technology. So yeah, so just stamping white on the black works fine. So we'll put it that. Hi Cindy, and you come. We'll put that one up and let it dry, and then this time we'll colour. So again, the same sort of what do you call it, composition. I will try down below with my little hello. That's much straighter, isn't it? Well done, Janice. And again, inking up, and this time we'll colour. We might have to use the heat tool to... So lots of ink on. And let's just go 1. 2. Usually when I do this sort of thing, I do it with embossing, and I emboss the edge, and I'm watching to not go over my sentiment. I want to be able to read it. So 3 flowers and some leaves. Hi Darlene, in you come. Don't forget the thumbs ups, folks. As soon as I've got the whole stock just now, we'll take this one to this space. And this is where I'll end up getting covered, because this is one of the tricks I'll often do, is just use my thumb and then I forget to clean it, but I do have some chamois there, and then just Because do you know what? They say thumbs were made long before any other tools. And we'll just pop this one here. Oh, thanks, Cindy, you're a star. So again, that one looks just a wee bit detached. That will do fine. So this time I'm going to dry that off and let you see what happens with watercolour pencils. And then we might move on to heat embossing this in white and colouring it with our blends. But you can also use your blends on here as well. Just bear with me till I heat this up. Oh, Randy, you're having a break from chocolate making. Just make sure it's dried off. So thanks for stopping your important work to watch me. That's kind of you, Randy. Right, so we'll pop the white ink out of the way, because you know what will happen. Right, so what are we going to do? You need to use strong colours, to be honest with you. That much I did have a look at. Now, this is not a colouring lesson. This is just how to get colour on black. What colours will I use for my flowers? I'm a great fan of Melon Mambo, so let's just let you see. So if you can do heavy, and you can do the whole thing if you want. Of course, I've committed on this flower, haven't I? So you can just use your watercolour pencil and get colour on, and then the next one we'll use our ink pad. We'll do the same. So you can have your flower solid. Now I'm just going to show you what happens if you use your blender, because it didn't. I'll show you on here. Where is the one? Yeah, these ones. I put some watercolour pencil down and then I went over with the blender, and it really just brought the black back up, so we'll not use the blender with it. So again, you could use a deeper colour there, and then maybe take the Flirty Flamingo and come up and just purely use your pencils. You could leave a white edge. It depends what kind of flower you're trying to. We've got crushed curry there, so you could add. You know, they could be gazanias, and you could be adding a bit of other colour. As I say, this is not a colouring lesson. It's just showing you what you can do if you come in with your water and one that's losing its lead. So if you add the crushed curry in between, I might have been a bit heavy handed, but you can see that you're just building up a bit of colour here. Yeah, look. Oh well, where's Percy? You get to meet Percy. This is my pencil sharpener, and it's called Percy. That's better. Now I have had these watercolour pencils for I think about 5 years now. Tomorrow is my 6th year of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. My sixth stamp-anniversary, as we call it in Poodles, in Pootlers. So see if the colour, although I'm not using any particular colouring skills here, I need to come to another of your classes, Jay. If you really want to learn about colouring, Jay and Barry run a colouring class. Oh, that's not good, is it? Mind you, I did drop the pot of pencils, and I probably have, oh look. Oh no! Right, we'll not take that, we'll just keep it short. So I'm liking the crushed curry in amongst the melon mambo. Doesn't that give a different look? We'll just be quick about this because I want to move on to something else. Are you all having a wee curry up by the fire and get heated up? And then take my flirty flamingo further up. Could of course have all your flowers could be a different. I'm going to take that under there because definitely would be much darker under there because it would definitely have a shadow there under the other flower. I'll stop for a breather. Is there anyone else here that... Oh, hi Nessa! I'm just looking to see if anyone's come in. Thank you for my stamp anniversary. I like turmeric tea as well, Linda. I'm not a huge herbal tea drinker, but I do like turmeric tea. Is that the crushed curry made you think of turmeric tea, did it? Look, this is broken right through. See if we can manage. I think I am going, for my stamp anniversary, I am going to treat myself to some more watercolour pencils. I've got an order ready to hit send on, so just waiting for another couple of people to get back to me. Oh, this is not good, is it? See, without a lot of skills, I'm actually able to produce something that looks reasonably pretty. Again, I'm just putting the melon mambo in the middle. I am rushing this. Obviously, you could really sit and enjoy yourself and just maybe a bit of shade there, and then we'll just bring some flirty. Every flower of course is different, every petal is unique in nature, so whatever I do I'm not wrong. I'll try and get the yellow. My daffodil yellow is right down. It would be good if we could have bought them singly, but we can't. But they're not expensive. They're not expensive at all. So if anyone else who locally to me wants me to add you on a pack of watercolour pencils, just give me a shout. I think one of the packs is £11, the other one's 14 or something like that. You've got Christmas pennies to spend. It's a good colouring medium. And again, we'll just take that in the middle. The other thing you can do is you can smudge it a wee bit in the same way as you can with pastels. You can just use your finger and smudge the colours. So that's alright, I'm okay with that. As I say, I'm not an expert in any way. But I do like my granny apple greens. I've got both sets, but then I've got some odd ones because some of our kits had watercolour pencils in. Some of them a year or two ago maybe they would have two in. So what we've got here, a bit of garden green. And see, some of the colours do show up on the black. Look, you can do in the middle bit there, look. My favourite green is granny apple green, I love it. Just take it over. Didn't expect this to take quite as long. Oh, goodbye, whoever you are. I'm needing to persuade somebody to come and be my admin person when I'm... Because I don't always see these unnecessary messages myself. There we go. So yes, I was saying I'm 6 years tomorrow, and I think these were one of my very early purchases. There you go. That's all right, isn't it? So there's, we've got two similar composition, looking slightly different. I'm going, do you know what, I'm going to use the blender on, see where I put that, the white, and I made it just a bit too, see that, by just, sorry I should have made that more obvious, see by just taking the blender pen just on the edge there, it lifted the watercolour pencil off altogether. Oh hi Gina, oh that cat, it seems to love going to the vets. How is it now, is it alright? Oh. Am I back now? Are we okay now? Oh, technology. Hello Angelina. Am I back now though? Thank you for confirming. Am I back? Am I real? Am I alive? Right, another one. This time we'll go in with the blends. Oh, that's right. So he'll need to go quite frequently, doesn't he? Oh, bless. Oh, right. Next one. Next. So the same, we'll just stick with the same composition because then we'll see the difference and then you'll be able to decide. Right, so don't, I don't know how, I think this is lifting the black dye from the card again. I'm going to do this one up the top. Then I can be a bit freer with my flower stamping. Hi Wendy! Angelina, hi. I think there's a few people I haven't said hello to. Thanks for all coming in anyway. Right, I'm getting in a mucky mess. Let's just concentrate again. Right, one. The blends that will colour up much quicker. Two. I stuck. It sticks to the card, it's quite funny. Yeah, it dies back quite quickly, that it absorbs into the card. So you need to bear that in mind. You know, that it won't stay that bright white that you get at first. Right, we're going to put that one in here, I think. There we go. I'll dry it off though. Just do shout if I freeze. I think my phone was a bit low on power, although it is plugged in. Sometimes it likes to tell me it's low on power. watermelon mambo out already. What else could I have? Some green. I'm just similar colours so that we can compare. I don't have crushed curry, but we've got daffodil yellow, so let's have some bright flowers as well. So how is everyone? Getting back to normals after the break, or I'm back to the day job on Friday. Set myself a task of doing my accounts tomorrow. Well, I won't get them done tomorrow, but making a proper start. Do you know that thing, you know, every year I'm not going to leave it till the last minute. Here in the UK we need to file our self-employed accounts by the 31st of January. And every January I'm sweating it out trying to get them done. And every January I say I'm not going to leave it till the last minute next year. And every year, what do? I'll leave it till the last minute. But tomorrow what I'm going to do is gather together everything that I need. And I'll take the light one this time, the light. I'm using the bullet, I don't know why. I'm going to take the brush end. And I'm still going to do the yellow ends like I did on the oh, I think I've used this too much, this one. I'm going to have to use the bullet of this one because it's giving me more alcohol than colour from that one. You can also use your inks and your water painters and get a more watercolour-y look. Oh, hi Margie. It's amazing what some people call their cats. I was like, we could have, well, that's no use, is it? This, I need to get just as well, I need new watercolour pencils, yeah, but I need some new blends as well, don't I? Oh, this one's had it. I think I've got, I might have some new daffodil yellow ones. Give me a second. What's these ones? Well, that's Mango Melody there, not. That's better. I just wanted to let you see the difference between using the watercolour pencils and the blends. As I say, it's not a colouring lesson, it is just a see what happens kind of video, but I think we're alright. We'll do the same in a minute on the top of white embossing, and you'll see a big difference. That's still pretty. Yeah, I like my quite. I don't need my pencils now. Put that out the way. Maybe put the lid on your alcohol markers. It's a good idea. And then again, now that one's no use because I've. Do you know what it is? It's because I keep using them on the white embossing. That one is too dry. Do you know what I need to do is keep them out once I've done that, because they need replaced. What other green have I got? Oh well, we've got jade green, let's go for them. See if they're any better. Is that what I've got? Just jade. Now, the amount of alcohol that's in these is washing out the white ink a bit. But that was the whole point. I did call this an experiment, didn't I? So on the white ink, the alcohol markers are not giving you a vibrant finish, but it's still a pretty finish. I'm going to just not mess too long on that one, because I think you'll like the results when we go on to the white emboss. So that's 3 cards using the craft white as the base. So so we'll have a look at the end and then we can vote. Yeah, we'll pop them out of the way. Yeah, shadow stamping with it is good too, Joanna. Yep, there's loads, and it's just sometimes to get it out and use it. Now, one of the things that I was going to show you that you can do with your craft white, but I need to get a scrap of paper first. What have we got? An old to-do list. What have we got? Oh, that's an old December to-do list, right. It's hard to see the blanks, but I think you might see the other way around a different result. But what you can do, you can still use your white craft ink to emboss. So let's do our composition. We'll just put the sentiment on in white ink at the end. So we can make our composition again, but we'll have to work very quickly. So 1, 2, I won't yap when I'm doing this, and then my leaves. And I forgot to use my emboss buddy, so we'll probably get into a bit of a mess, but we'll try it anyway. I've frozen again. I've not frozen here though. I'm okay here. If this doesn't work, we'll just do it in Versamark. But I don't usually do such a big image, but yeah, look, it's stuck to, because the white craft ink takes that bit longer. Can you, Randy? Alright, okay. And where's my wee brush? Just take the excess away I've got down there. Because I didn't use my emboss buddy, there is some stray, but that's alright. That's okay. Hi Karen! So if your Versamark's not handy, the good thing is if you're using the white behind the white, if you've got any wee gaps in your embossing powder, it doesn't show as much because you've got white ink behind it. There we go. And if you just give me a moment, I'm going to do one more, or we could do two more actually. Do the same thing on the others and then we'll do the colouring on them, if that's alright. Are you okay with that? So again, we'll just try do it quickly with our white craft. Same composition. Yeah, that wasn't too, but I think we'll be alright. I've got itchy nose. Don't do that when I'm stamping, please. So these black scraps have been lying in my box for I don't know how long. I'm not sure what they were offcuts from some other project obviously, but I'm not sure what it was. I'm just not wanting to get the powder in that. And I didn't use my embossing buddy again. Yeah, it's my phone telling me it's low on power, but I've got the power in. It just needs to. So just while that's in my mind, I'm going to do it on there now for my next one. And quickly get my powder on here. Should be all right now. I have sorted it. I'm due an update next month for my phone, so I think this one, its battery's just coming to the end of its useful life. Right, that's that one. Well, we can pop that to the side and quickly do this one again. Then that will mean I can shut this ink. This time we have used embossing buddy, but I probably can get away with it quite well because I have got my brush to just take the extra off. I know it's funny, isn't it? So what I'm doing is we'll leave one black and white, we'll colour one with the blends, and we'll colour one with the watercolour pencils. And I think you'll see the opposite happen this time. Right, so they can go to get washed now. Finished with the stamps. Close the ink. This is the only old style pad I've got, and I always keep forgetting how to close it. Bring in the to-do list. I write to-do lists, but I don't always follow them. I write them and then forget where they are. and then just fly by the seat of my pants as usual. Do you know what? There's no less. The embossing buddy hasn't really improved anything there. Right, we'll get this away. And that out the way. So I hope you've enjoyed this kind of experimenty type thing. Just get the extra, just give it a tap, and that did okay. That just a few wee extra bits there, and this one has got a few wee extra bits. It's not that bad at all for getting to use the body. Right, let's not get too bothered about these things. Right, heat tool on both of these, and that then we can colour, because that's the whole point. I'm going to use this silicone mat, sometimes it helps. I need to get some people use a breadboard, don't they? Karen was here earlier, Karen Egan, she uses a breadboard, a bingo board. Who still gets wowed by heat embossing? I'm loving them too, and I didn't know how it was all going to work. Right, so I can put the heat tool away, the silicone mat away. So I don't, which one I'm going to leave white. Actually, the first one I think I'll leave. No, this one. Leave that one. And we'll colour these. So I'm going to write. I'll use the watercolour pencils first. Yes, I'll put them away. So where is my melon mango? There's, well, that's Calypso Coral. I wanted to use similar colours so that you could see. Maybe yellow in there as well. Right, let's see what happens. So I think it was when I watched Halsey Slim do with the watercolour pencils. Look. So, and then I can blend in my Flirty Flamingo higher up. And again, you could add some yellow in as well. Oh, got something sticky on here. I'm sure that won't surprise you. Then in with my Flirty. And then decide where the edge of that petal is and bring the yellow in there. Doing colouring does take a bit of time, and to do it nicely, you know, you need to give it. So I'll just go around and do Melon Mambo at the bottom of each petal. So have the dark right in at the centre there. So you all cosy by the fire there? Did you all get something to eat and drink? And Galina, is that Dutch? French? Are you French? Okay, I'm not very good at something about the cards. Mouet, is that pretty? I don't know what's Mouet. My French is sadly lacking. I can say a few things, but they're pretty basic school textbook stuff. Hey Cheryl, in you come. So even you could just leave it at that, you know, just the centres of the, it lifts it right away. But seeing as we started with this, I'm biting my lip while I'm doing this. Does anyone else do that? Bite your lip or your tongue while you're trying to concentrate? I was going to give this a wee sharpen. Come on, Percy. Not too much. So again, it's just about trying what you like. Best, I mean, it's really pretty with the watercolour pencils. That one pinged across the room. Well, that will be that broken then. I don't know what these flowers are, what I'm aiming at here at all. I'm just... and I'm rushing. I'm going to find my white, where did my white watercolour pencil go? There it is, just because this, again, see this leaf here, it just looks that wee bit detached. I know, I'm loving it. And I'm really just scribbling. No real technique here. It's certainly not a technique class as such. It's just a get. Do you know, if you'd want to know how, if something will work or not, just get your things out and try. And this was just offcuts from a card from another project. So do you know, if it didn't work, it really doesn't matter. Just scribbling over with my granny apple green look. Scribbling. And then I think I have got, what's this one? Old Olive. And I'll just pop it in and around. And we've just got variegated leaves. Hey presto. I studied these leaves long and hard and took ages considering my colouring. See that other people might think I did when it's all done, just you guys that were watching, no different. So there you go, there is watercolour pencil. Oh Valerie, has it not done one yet? Yeah, and as I say, these are not expensive tools. I say the blends are slightly more expensive, but to have a good collection of them. But the watercolour pencils, a small investment for a great result. So Oh, it needs a sentiment, doesn't it? And I closed my ink. Let's just, while I've noticed that, let's just pop the sentiment on all three. I'll just pop it, I can pop it maybe in there. You could of course heat emboss your sentiment too, but that one can fit right down there. And I bet it's gone horribly wrong. No, it hasn't. Usually my last one. Oh, hey, Trisha. In you come, the fire's on. Come in and warm your bahookie. Last one. So, blends. I think all these blends are dodgy, so we'll use them up. I think they're needing replaced. So let's see. Melono Mambo. Woohoo! If you use your blends on white emboss, you can damage the tips. Okay? Your decision. To me, these are consumable items. You could treat them with huge respect and keep them forever. Or I'm the kind of person that uses the good china during the week. I don't see the point of having things, nice things, and not using them. So I'm the same with my blends. One day I came on here and I did this, what I call this technique Black Magic. I don't know which flower's which here. And a lady really says, you're not supposed to do that with your blends, you're not supposed to do that. But do you know what? They're my blends. Am I controversial? If I wreck them, I wreck them. Do you know they're mine? So again, I have said you can damage your tips because you're colouring on a rough surface, so you make your own decisions about your tools. I love the vibrancy of this. See the tips